Welcome to Animal Crochet Academy. This is Daria, and we'll be learning how to crochet an adorable corn today. Whether you're a beginner with a bit of crochet experience or looking to create cute amigurumi projects, this video is tailored just for you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join our creative community and leave a comment with your ideas for upcoming videos. We've recently launched our new crochet kits, each containing everything you need to create a cute little animal. Check out the description box below for all the details. Let's get crocheting. Here you can see all the materials and tools that we're going to use for today's tutorial. First of all, let's talk about yarn. Today I'm going to use 4 or medium weight yarn in these 3 colors: yellow, green and black. You will need 4mm crochet hook, scissors, tapestry needle, stitch marker, safety eyes and stuffing. Alright, let's start with yellow yarn and we're gonna do corn first. So the first thing that we need to do is a magic circle. Put the yarn on the table with short end going to the left. Then you need to create a loop like this. So loop is going down and the working yarn is on top of the short end, like that. Then you need to take this intersection with your thumb and middle finger. Put the working yarn over your index, and these 2 fingers you need to bend them and they will hold the working yarn and they will control this tension. So then you need to take your hook, insert it right into the circle, catch the yarn from top and bring it to the front. Then try to hold right under the loop, so move your thumb and middle finger right under the loop. And do a chain, yarn over and pull through. So this is your magic circle, and you can control the size of the circle by pulling this short end. This is how you make the circle a little bit smaller. And if it's too small, you always can pull the circle to make it bigger. So this is the best size. You can untangle this yarn or you can leave it like that, it's up to you. For the first round, we need to make 6 single crochet, and all of our single crochet, when we'll be doing the corn itself, all of the single crochet you need to make crossed. And when you do your single crochet into the magic circle, so you insert your hook and you work under both of these pieces of yarn, the circle and the short end. Then, usually we need to do yarn over, but for the cross stitch, the hook will be over and yarn will be under. So one more time, hook is over, hook is on top, you catch the yarn and you bring it to the front. You should have 2 loops on the hook, and again, hook is on top and you pull through 2. So that's your first crossed single crochet. We need to make 6 of them. So you insert your hook into the circle, hook over, and bring the yarn to the front, have 2 loops on the hook, hook is on top, yarn over and pull through. So that is 2. Keep working like that until you have 6 single crochet. Alright, so you have 6 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see, I counted those like V's on top. So now let's close this circle. Take the short end and pull it to close the hole. After that, you need to take a stitch marker, install it on the last stitch under 2 loops, like this. So the single crochet that you just did, that's the one that you need to use for the stitch marker. Now, when you come to this point, you will know that this is your last stitch. So stitch marker is showing us the last stitch in the round. For the second round, we need to make 6 increases. Increase means do 2 single crochet into the same hole. But the question is, where do we start? I recommend you to count backwards. The stitch with the stitch marker is our stitch number 6. Then this is 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This is my first stitch. I insert my hook under 2 loops of the first stitch, and I do 2 single crochet into this stitch, and I do it the same way. It's cross single crochet. 1 and 2. So when you do 2 single crochet into the same hole, that's an increase. Please keep doing your increases all around. When you come to the marker, take it away, put it on the table, do your last stitch, which is increase, which is 2 single crochet into the same hole, and then put the marker back under 2 loops of the last single crochet. Count your stitches. You should have 12 after this round. In the round 3, you need to make 1 increase, so into the next stitch, do 1 increase. And then into the following stitch, you need to make just 1 single crochet. Now repeat this part, 1 increase, 1 single crochet all around. In total, that would be 6 times. So I do 1 increase, and then 1 single crochet. Work like that to the end of this round. At the end of this round, when you come to the marker, you need to take it away, put it on the table, do your last stitch, and then put the marker back on the last stitch under 2 loops, like this. Count your stitches. You should have 18 single crochet after making this round. Round 4, we start with 1 increase, and then we need to make 2 single crochet. Each of them will go into their own stitches. So this is 1, and that's 2. Then you need to repeat this part, 1 increase and 2 single crochet all around. In total, that would be 6 times. 1 increase, and 2 single crochet. 1 and 2. Keep working like that to the end of this round. At the end of this round, take away the marker, do your last stitch, and put the marker back. Count your stitches. You should have 24 single crochet around. Next 9 rounds, 5 to 13, you just single crochet around. What does that mean? That means you are not doing any increases. You just do 1 stitch on top of each stitch from the previous round. And please count your stitches. You should have 24 at the end of each of these rounds. So count your stitches at the end of each round and make sure that you have 24. And work like that until you reach round 13. That's what you're supposed to have after making 13 rounds. So let me show you how I count my rounds. If you look at the right side, on the right side you see those ridges, and that's what you're supposed to count. Let's count together. This is my round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And it's better to count it not on the same line where is your beginning or end of the row, not where is stitch marker, but do it on the other side. Alright, so now let's do round 14, and that's where we start doing our decreases. I'm gonna show you invisible decrease because it's one of my favorite way of doing decreases for amigurumis. So how to do that? First, you insert your hook through the front loop of the next stitch. Then you insert your hook through the next front loop of the next stitch. And then you do the same single crochet that we did before. So hook is over, pull through 2 fronts, you can do it one by one, and have 2 loops on the hook, catch the yarn and pull through. So that was my decrease. After that, you need to make 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now repeat this part, 1 decrease and 6 single crochet 2 more times. Let me show you one more time how to do a decrease. So insert your hook through the front loop of the next stitch, through the front loop of the following stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 fronts, yarn over, pull through 2. And after that, do 6 single crochet. Then 1 more decrease, 6 single crochet, and that would be it. At the end of this round, take away the marker, do the last stitch, and put the marker back. Count your stitches. You should have 21 single crochet at the end of this round. Next 2 rounds, 15 and 16, you work without any changes. You just single crochet around, and you should have 21 single crochet after making both of these rounds. After that, we need to take safety eyes and install it in between rounds 12 and 13. So first, let's find those rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So find any place in between rounds 12 and 13. And then we need to count 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and put second eye like that. You obviously can change the position of the eyes, but I think this is the best. So if you like the position of the eyes, then you can take a washer. It's this little plastic piece, and go into the inside of the toy and put the washer with the wide part towards the eye, like this. And then you just need to press it once to secure the eye, and do the same thing with the other one. Now let's do round 17, and you start with 1 decrease, and then you need to do 5 single crochet. Then repeat this 1 decrease and 5 single crochet 2 more times. 1 decrease, and 5 single crochet. So work like that to the end. 1 decrease, 5 single crochet. At the end of this round, take away the marker, do the last stitch, Put the marker back and count your stitches. You should have 18 single crochet. Next two rounds, 18 and 19, you work without any changes and you just single crochet around. And at the end of these two rounds, you should have 18 stitches. In the round 20, you need to make one decrease and then 4 single crochet. Then repeat this part, 1 decrease and 4 single crochet 2 more times. 1 decrease and then 4 single crochet. Work like this to the end of this round. At the end of this round, take away the marker, do your last stitch, put the marker back, then count your stitches. You should have 15 single crochet after making this round. Next round, 21, you just single crochet around, so you do just 1 stitch on top of each stitch from the previous round, and at the end of this round you should have 15 single crochet. Now let's add some stuffing. So take small portions and insert it into the body and try to spread it evenly. There shouldn't be any bumps or holes. And you need to add like a lot of stuffing, no bumps and no holes. Next round is 22 and we start with 1 decrease. Since we have stuffing already, I like to work like that. So I push the stuffing away like this with one of my fingers and then I do my stitch. So the first stitch is a decrease and then the stuffing is not on my way. So 1 decrease and then you need to make 3 single crochet. Now repeat this part, 1 decrease and 3 single crochet 2 more times. 1 decrease and then 3 single crochet, 1 decrease and then 3 single crochet. Work like this to the end. At the end of this round, take away the marker, do your last stitch, put the marker back and count your stitches. You should have 12 single crochet around. Next round, round 23, you need to do 6 decreases. Basically, each stitch you do a decrease and you will finish with just 6 single crochet around. At the end of this round, take away the marker, we don't need it anymore. Do your last decrease. Then count your stitches. If everything is good and you have 6 single crochet, so now make a slip stitch into the next stitch, insert your hook into the next stitch, catch the yarn and pull it through the stitch and through the loop on the hook and tighten that. Then you need to cut the yarn fast enough, so leave a little bit longer end. It would be easy to hide if it's a little longer end. And then you need to pull this remaining tail through the loop and tighten that. Now take the tapestry needle, thread the yarn through the tapestry needle, and we need to close this hole. So we will use just one of these loops. We have 6 stitches around, and you need to use just outside loop of each, like front loop of each stitch, and you will do the same stitch like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then you pull the hole, and that's how you close the circle. Now let's do a security knot. So find any loop that is close to your yarn, insert your needle under that loop, pull through but not to the end, leave a bigger loop, then insert your needle into that bigger loop and tighten that. Then insert your needle into any hole that is very close to your yarn end and take it away somewhere on the other side. And then cut the excess yarn. That's what you're supposed to have. Alright, now let's make leaves. So take the green yarn, and the first thing that we need to do is a magic circle. So put the yarn on the table with short end going to the left, then create a loop with working yarn over the short end. Get this intersection with your thumb and middle finger and put the working yarn over your index, and these 2 fingers will hold the working yarn. Insert your hook into the circle. Catch the yarn from top and bring it to the front. And then we need to make a chain, so do yarn over and pull it through. Adjust the size of the circle. And in the first round, we need to make 6 single crochet. This time we're gonna do regular stitch, regular single crochet, not crossed one. So you insert your hook into the circle, then do yarn over, pull through, have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through 2. That is my first single crochet, and I need to make 6 of them. Count your stitches, make sure that you have 6 single crochet. If everything is good, then take the short end and pull it to close the circle. Then take a stitch marker and install it on the last stitch under 2 loops, like this. And as per usual, the stitch marker will show us the last stitch in a round. In the second round, we need to make 6 increases. Find the first stitch, counting backwards. Find the first stitch. And then make your first increase. Then you need to work like that to the end of this round. So do increase in each stitch around. At the end of this round, take away the marker. Do the last increase. And put the marker back on the last stitch. Count your stitches. You should have 12 single crochet around. Round 3, we start with 1 increase. And then you need to do 1 single crochet into the next stitch. Then repeat this part, 1 increase, 1 single crochet all around to the end of this round. In total, you will do that 6 times. 1 increase. And 1 single crochet, 1 increase and 1 single crochet. At the end of this round, take away the marker, do your last stitch, put the marker back, and count your stitches. You should have 18 single crochet around. Round 4, you start with 1 increase and then do 2 single crochet. Each of them will go into their row and space. 1 and 2. Then repeat this part, 1 increase, 2 single crochet all around. 1 increase and 2 single crochet. Work like that to the end. At the end of this round, take away the marker. Do the last stitch. Put the marker back and count your stitches. You should have 24 single crochet around. So next 2 rounds, 5 and 6, you just single crochet around and you should have 24 stitches at the end of each of these rounds. Alright, at the end of the round 6, you can take away the marker. I already took it away. And then you need to make a slip stitch into the next stitch. So insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, and pull through the stitch and through the loop on the hook and tighten that. So that's the base for our leaves. We're gonna make 3 leaves. Each of them you do exactly the same way. So I'm gonna walk you through the 1 leaf and then I'll show you how to start the next one. And second and third leaves you will do exactly the same way, following instructions for the first leaf. Okay, how are we gonna do a leaf? So first you need to chain 1 and then you need to insert your hook into the same hole and you will do your first single crochet. Then we need to make another 7 single crochet because for the first leaf we start with 8 single crochet in total. So this is my 1, this is second one, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Count your stitches, make sure that you have 8 single crochet. After that, next 3 rows, 2, 3, and 4, you do exactly the same way. You chain 1, then you turn your work, you skip this turning chain, and you start from the first single crochet. You go under 2 loops, and you need to make another 8 single crochet. At the end of each of these rows, please count your stitches and make sure that you have 8. So that was row 2, and you need to do the same thing for the row 3 and row 4. Chain 1, turn your work, skip the turning chain, and do 8 single crochet. In the row 5, you need to chain 1, turn your work, then you skip this turning chain, and starting from the first single crochet you need to make a decrease. This time we're going to do regular classic decrease. How to do that? You insert your hook into the next stitch under 2 loops, yarn over, pull through. Then you go into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through, and you will have 3 loops on the hook. Then you need to do yarn over and you pull through all 3 of them. So that's your decrease. Then we need to make 4 single crochet. And at the end, you should have 2 stitches left and you need to make a decrease. Insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, have 2 loops on the hook. Insert your hook into the last stitch, yarn over, pull through, have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 of them. And you will end up with just 6 single crochet. Row 6, you start with chain 1, turn your work, skip this turning chain and then make 6 single crochet. Row 7, you do chain 1, turn your work, skip this turning chain, and then make 1 decrease, then 2 single crochet, and 1 more decrease. You will end up with 4 stitches. Row 8, you start with chain 1, turn your work, skip this turning chain, and then do 4 single crochet. Row 9, you chain 1, turn your work, skip this turning chain, and you do 2 decreases. This is my first decrease and another decrease. And you will end with 2 stitches. Row 10, you chain 1, turn your work, skip the turning chain, and then do 2 single crochet. And for row 11, you chain 1, turn your work, skip the turning chain, and do the last decrease, just 1 decrease. And that's it. After that, you can fasten off, leave a little bit longer end, it will be easy to hide that later, and pull this end through the remaining loop and tighten that. So that's how you need to make a leaf. So now we need to make 2 more leaves. Let me show you how to attach the yarn for the second and third leaf. You do the same way. So you see this stitch, the last stitch that we used for first leaf. Now you need to find the next stitch and insert your hook under both loops of the next stitch. Then take the yarn, working yarn, yarn over and pull through, like that. Then you need to make a knot. Insert your hook into the same hole one more time, do yarn over and pull through, and then make a chain, yarn over and pull through. And after that you can repeat what we did for the first leaf. So go into the same hole one more time and do your first single crochet, and in the first row we need to make 8 in total. So I'm adding my stitches and I should have 8 single crochet in total. And then just follow instructions for the first leaf exactly the same way, starting from the row 2. Then you need to do the same way third leaf, and I will see you after that and I'll show you how to attach it all to the corn. Now let's embroider a mouth. So take black yarn, cut a piece of yarn and thread it through the tapestry needle. Then we are going to use this row that is like right under the eyes. And then you need to step one more down and try to find any hole that is in between 2 eyes. I think this is the one. So then I insert my needle over there and take it away diagonally like this, 1 row up, and pull through. So then I go into the same hole again and take it through the next stitch. So we were gonna do like little triangle. And then I insert my needle into the same space again and take the needle somewhere on the other side. Okay, now let's thread this beginning yarn end through the tapestry needle and insert the needle into the same hole one more time and take it somewhere on the other side. Okay, I think it's cute. So now let's cut the excess yarn, and that's what you should have. Okay, I just finished my third leaf, and now please leave a long tail because we're gonna use it to attach this whole piece to the corn. So that's why I'm cutting a long piece of yarn and then fasten it off. So pull the yarn tail through the remaining loop and tighten that like this. Okay, now let's thread this yarn end through the tapestry needle. Take the corn. Okay, and that's how I'm gonna place it. So this back leaf I will sew like here, there, and like this. So I don't want to attach it completely. So the tip would be bended like that. But front two leaves, yeah, here, this front leaf, I will attach the back piece. Again, I'm not gonna attach the tip. And over here, I don't want it to be too covered, so that's why I will attach it a little bit open like that. So the seam will go over here. So that's what we're gonna have. Yeah. My point right now is that my yarn is going from the tip that I'm not going to attach. So that's why I need to move my yarn a little bit down. And I just find any loop that is close to the yarn and I insert my needle under that loop and pull through. And repeat this several more times until I reach the point where I want to start attaching the leaf. Okay, so I moved the position of the yarn and now I'm gonna make a seam over here. So right now my yarn is going from the green piece. That means I need to do one stitch on the yellow. And I go right to left like that and I pull the tapestry needle. Now one stitch on the green piece, also right to left. And pull. Repeat this stitch up till here. Alright, now we need to repeat the same thing on the other leaf. Just go up here. Then turn around, don't attach the tip, turn around, and then just come to this point. Alright, so all of these yarn ends you can hide inside. And now we need to make a seam. The seam would be very easy. Just attach right here, then go up, don't attach the tip here, and come to the beginning. So when you need to touch it on the edge of the green, you will do this thing. So okay, let me do one stitch on the yellow piece, and then here you just pick one loop, whatever closest to the border, to the edge, yeah, and then one stitch on the body and one stitch on the leaf. Alright, and at the end, when you attach everything, so you need to hide these yarn ends. But first, let's make a security knot. So find any loop that is close to the yarn end. And since the yarn end is green, so do it on the green part. Insert your needle under that loop, pull through, but not to the end. Leave a loop, and then insert your needle into that loop and tighten that. Then insert your needle somewhere very close to the yarn end and take it away on the other side. And cut the excess. Okay, and now these two yarn ends you will hide exactly the same way. Let me show you one of them. So thread the yarn through the tapestry needle. And first let's bring this green piece closer to the corn. So I just do little stitches right on the edge. Don't pull too much. I think something like that. And then insert needle into the closest hole on the corn and take it somewhere on the other side. And cut the excess yarn. And then do the same thing with the remaining yarn end. And that's what you're supposed to have at the end. Thank you so much for joining me today at Animal Crochet Academy. If you're excited about our new crochet kits, be sure to check out the description box below for more information. Happy crocheting, and I'll see you in the next video.